2nd, 2025. I just wanted to share some 251 variations with you all. I usually run through these when I don't feel like practicing, which, to be honest with you, it happens more often than people think. But, you know, we got to practice. So I usually go through these 251 variations when it's like, all right, I got to get something in my hands. Let me get something moving. And also, these 251 variations are very useful when it comes to your repertoire. So if you continue practicing these every day, you'll start. I'm going to start in C. I'm going to do a 251 in C, and I'm going to go down a whole step. All right. So then after I do the 251 in starting on C, I'm going to do a 251 starting on F, which means I'm going to start on G. Okay? So, in my left hand, I'm going to have the root. In my right hand, I'm going to have an open voicing. Okay? So I'm going to have a flat 3, dominant 7, and the 2, which is going to be the 9. So I'm going to go through this slowly, okay? All right, and we are back to that D minor, except we have moved an octave down. So being that we want to get through all 12 keys, now we are going to start on G and do a 251 in F. All right, so we're going to start on the 2 of F, which is going to be G. Still same, beautiful open voicing. We're going to start with a flat 3, dominant 7, and the 2, which is the 9, because we have the 7 in there. We are starting on G minor this time. Just taking it through slowly. For all 12 keys. Okay, now we are back on that G minor again. Okay, so that is the first voicing, well, the first 251 variation that I used. Let's go through it again. We're going to start up a little bit higher on that D. So we're going to start out with doing a 251 in C. All right, we're going to go a little bit faster. Going to add some rhythm to it. Beginning again. Now we're going to I'm going to start on G again, up a little bit higher. This time we're going to start doing a 251 in the key of F. So the 2 of F is going to be G minor. All right. Again, we have that flat 3, dominant 7, and that 2, which is going to be that 9. All right. Again, I do these when I'm not in the mood to practice. Right, and we are back on that G minor again. Okay, next one I'm going to do is going to be more of a closed voicing. Okay, so what we have here is an F major 7 over D. We're starting on the 251 in C, but the way this F major 7 is voiced. So we have F major 7 with the root, first inversion, second inversion, okay? We are starting on the second inversion of the F major 7 over D, okay? Second inversion. So this is a beautiful kind of cluster voicing. All right, what we're gonna do, gonna start out 2, 5, 1. Now we're gonna go 2, 5, 1. All right, 2, 5, 1. 2, 5, 1. 2, 5, 1. 2, 5, 1. I messed that one up right there. But let's try it again. Let's try. It gets a little bit muddy down there. Let's start up here. 2, 5, 1. 2, 5. Start over again. 2, 5, 1. I'm a little nervous. It's all right. 2, 5, 1. 2, 5, 2. Getting kind of messed up here. All right. Let's try again. All right. 2, 5, 1. 2, 5. I don't know why I'm getting all messed up, y'all. I'm nervous. All right, there we go. I'm playing it slowly, so it's kind of getting me mixed up, but whatever. We gotta keep going. All right. 2, 5, 1. 2, 5, 1. 2, 2, 5, 1, 2. All right, so now we're going to go to that same closed voicing. All right, so here we're basically doing a D minor 9. I like to think of this as taking the flat 3, making it a major 7, and putting it over that tonic. However is easiest for you. But this time I'm going to start on G. Okay? So right here. All right? So now we're going to start here. All right? 2, 5, 1. 2, 5, 1. 2, 5, 1. 2, 5, 1. 2, 5, 1. 2, 5, 1. Okay? 2, 5, 2, 2, 5, 1. Okay? So that is another 2, 5, 1 variation. Again, thank you. So again, like I was saying, you guys just follow along or just, kind of watch. Again, this is something that I do on occasion when I don't feel like practicing. I just go through some 2, 5, 1s, kind of improvise over them just to keep it fresh in my hands. I'll be honest with you, I don't always feel like practicing, but I know it's something that I should do. So, that's what it is. So the next one we're going to do, all right, is going to have a tritone substitution in it. Now, the way I think of this, so we're going to start, of course, the 2, 5, 1 in C, which is going to be starting on that D minor. So I'm going to do a tritone substitution. A tritone is 3 whole steps away. So we're on D, a whole step, E, that's 1 whole step, second whole step. All right, so that is a tritone. So here's what it's going to sound like. Okay, so that is what it sounds like. So we're going to do a tritone before we get to that 5, and then a tritone before we get back to that 1. Okay, so here we go. Tritone, tritone. Okay, so now we're going to turn this into a C minor 9. So 2, tritone, 5, tritone, back to the 1, okay? 2, tritone to the 5, tritone, okay? 2, tritone, 5, tritone, back to the 1. All right, so we're gonna move it up here a little bit. Now we're gonna make this into G flat minor. 2, tritone, 5, tritone, tritone right there, back to that 1. My apologies. All right, so let's keep going here. 2, tritone, 5, tritone, back to that 1. All right, and there we go again, right back at the beginning. Okay, so now let's do that same one. We're starting on G, okay? 2, tritone, 5, tritone, okay? So now we have, I'm going to turn this into an F minor. Tritone, tritone, okay? So just some different 2-5-1 variations for you all. Now while I'm here, might as well go into another exercise that I like to do when I don't feel like playing. It is, I believe it's by Oscar Beringer. Basically, it's a 5-finger pattern, taking the first 5 notes of the scale, or the first 5 notes that you're on. Let's start off on C. All right. We're going to do parallel motion, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is, now we're going to flat the 3. Now we're going to flat the 2 and the 5. And move up. Okay? Same thing, we're going up chromatically. All right, first time around. Second time around, we're going to flat the 3. Last time around. And if you notice, those notes lead you into the next 5-finger pattern of the next major scale that you're going up to, which is going to be a half a step above. So. just going to keep going up. And these are the notes of the next scale that we're going into. It has one flat, so we're going up to F. Right? Flat that 3, flat the 2, and that 5. We're going A major, A minor, B flat major, B flat minor, B major, B minor, and we're back on C again. Okay, so you could do that in parallel motion, or you can do that in contrary motion. So let's do that in contrary motion now, which sometimes is a little fun for me because I get, it challenges me. So this one, we're going to be going in and then out. What I mean by that is we're going to be starting on the 5 of each hand, starting with the pinky. All right? So we're going to go in, out, in, flap the 3, out, flap the 2. So it's a little different. Okay? So it's a little different. You got to think a little bit more. Still going to flat that 3. E. So it still gets me mixed up a little bit. Contrary motion, we are now on F major. So we're going to start, the left hand is going to start on F. The right hand is going to descend from C, okay? Flat that 3. Contrary motion can be a little bit tricky at times, which is good. Back onto C. Okay, so as you can see, contrary motion is something that's beneficial to learn. For one, it's good for your brain, but also when you encounter a piece that has contrary motion in it, you're going to actually need to practice that, okay? Because it adds for more of an interesting melodic movement depending on the piece that you're working on. So this, all right, very different. Doesn't seem like it would be challenging, but it actually is. All right, so I'm going to start on C again. Now we're still going to do contrary motion, except we're starting in and then we're going out, okay, and then back in again. So we are starting on the thumbs of both hands, all right? So for those of you who are just joining in, I'm doing an exercise. I believe it's called Oscar by Oscar Beringer. And it's basically a 5-finger pattern. You take the first 5 notes of any major scale, all right? And then you flat the 3, and then, so you play the first 5 notes. The next time around, you play the flat 3rd, and the next time around, you flat the 2, the 3, and the 5. So right now, we're doing contrary motion. I did parallel motion, then I did contrary motion where we started on the outside and went in and went out. And now I'm doing contrary motion where we're starting inside, and then going out and then going in. I'm on A flat major, all right? We're gonna flat the 3. Now we're gonna flat the 5 and the 2. Now we're on A major. Flat the 3. Now we're on B flat major. Now back to C again. All right. So, also for those of you who are just joining us, I went through a few 2-5-1 variations. You can replay the video, check those out. Basically, the premise of this live video is to just share with you all some exercises that I like doing when I do not feel like practicing. I know that may not happen to everyone, but I know it happens to me, and I'm sure it happens to some of you as well. So the 2-5-1 variations that I shared when I first started, I do those. And this Oscar Beringer exercise is something else that I also do. So when you don't feel like practicing, this is a way for us to practice even when we don't feel like it, because as long as you have a go-to, something that you know you're going to play, something that you know, however, it still somewhat challenges you, and it's something that you can apply to any pieces or any songs that you're learning, that's always something good to practice. Something else that's good to practice when you don't feel like it is a song that you already know, a song that you're familiar with, just to get something in your hands. And the more you do it, the more familiar with the song you're going to become. You're going to become more familiar with the song. You're going to become more familiar with the exercise. So this is just a workaround to that whole feeling of I don't feel like practicing, because let's be honest, motivation is a myth. It really is. Discipline, this is discipline when you don't feel like practicing, because honestly, I did not feel like practicing today. I didn't feel like practicing today, but I said, you know what? This is a good time for me to go live and share with people what it is that I do when I don't feel like practicing. And what I'm training my mind to do is, the minute I think, oh, I don't feel like doing a certain thing, that is my cue to get up and go ahead and do it. Okay, so just keep that in mind. The second you say, oh, I don't feel, the second you say or think to yourself, oh, I don't feel like doing it, just before you even finish that thought, just get up and start moving towards that thing that you don't feel like doing. Okay, and we are at about 27 minutes and some change here. I'm going to go ahead and end this live here. I may go live again this evening. Well, it's actually 4:15 already. I don't know. I may go live again, just practicing songs that I am learning. I may or may not, but I'm actually going to go live more. If you guys could do me a huge favor, let me know in the comments what types of live videos you would like to see. If you want me to start doing live tutorials where I actually teach you all a song, teach you all some more intermediate or advanced concepts to elevate a song, you know, different passing chord options. If you all want me to get, you know, more into theory, if you all want some more beginner practice videos, or just whatever it is, let me know. Can I play Pirates of the Caribbean theme? Oh, I don't even know that. To be quite honest with you, I've only seen that movie a few times. I don't know it. I don't know it. Okay, maybe that's something I'll, you know, do another live for. I'm sorry, I don't know it. I don't know it. I can't even think of the first note in that song. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and close out this video. That is actually a good idea. It's your fave. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. You know, maybe that is something I will learn so I can play it for you. That's actually a good idea, taking live requests. If I don't know the song, I'll be honest with you and just let you all know, hey, I don't know it. The reason why I'm going to avoid actually playing certain songs while I'm live is because I don't want them to be demonetized. So, you know, I'll probably go back to the drawing board, listen to some of the suggestions that you have made. You're coming up with all the amazing movie themes. You got Pirates of the Caribbean, Game of Thrones, Harry Potter. I actually used to watch Harry Potter often. Haven't watched it in a long time though. But again, thank you all for tuning in. Watch the replay of this video to get some ideas to implement into your practice routine, or let this inspire you to practice even when you don't feel like it. All right? You guys be safe, be well, have a good night or a good day, wherever it is that you are while you're watching this video. Take care. Bye.